guys, welcome to today's video. Today is a collective haul from Sephora, MAC, and Ulta. So if you want to see what I picked up in the past few months, then just keep watching. So starting with Sephora, this is the new Tarte holiday collection. This is Works of Tarte, and this is a 10 blush palette. It is called Color Wheel. So this is what the outside packaging looks like. So this is what the outside packaging looks like. It's very similar to what's on the outside. It just has the kind of disc shape that they've been using for a lot of their face palettes. And this is what the inside looks like. You get 10 blushes. These are smaller than full size by a lot. But I still think it's a good deal of the amount of product you get and the amount of different colors to pick from. This palette is $45 at Sephora, and I do believe it is exclusive to Sephora and the Tarte website. I don't believe Ulta will get this. All right, so I'm going to just swatch a few of my favorite ones. This is Concept, and then you have Surreal. I love pinky shades of blushes, and this one is really pretty. If you like a big difference in lots of blushes, if you like to use bright ones, you like to more neutral, plummy ones, then you'll really like this palette. And then this one is Montage. The only ones that I'm not that big a fan of, I'll swatch real quick. This is Idol, which is kind of like their darker kind of highlighty shade. And then this one is Crafty, and they're both very sheer. They work better as more of like a blush topper or as a very light highlight, but they're not anywhere near any of the like BECCA highlights or even the LORAC or Urban Decay ones that have come out. I've heard really good things about the Tarte highlight that came in a single form. So I was hoping that maybe Crafty would be like that, but it's not. So like I said, it is. So you pretty much get 8 blushes and 2 blush toppers in my opinion. But it's still definitely worth the money because for the price of 2 of their full-size blushes, you pretty much get a lot to pick from. Right, another thing I picked up from Sephora is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Foundation. I recently hit very hard pan on my IT Cosmetics Illumination foundation. And I do have the matte version that's just the Celebration Foundation, I believe. Instead of the Illumination Celebration or Celebration Illumination Foundation. So I decided to pick this up just to have another powder foundation. I do like to use them sometimes. And this one is in the shade Dawn 02. It's a very good match for me. It's probably like a light neutral, I believe is what it would be. It doesn't have the best coverage, but I really like to use these on top of CC creams or BB creams, so I do like it. Again, it doesn't have the best coverage. It's pretty good. I guess if you swatch it in store, you'll be able to see kind of the coverage it'll give. It's not a 100% recommendation from me. I much prefer my IT Cosmetics Illumination, but I don't regret purchasing this. I also bought this Erborian BB cream in the shade Clair. It does only have one other shade that you can pick from, so I do believe this is more focused towards kind of, not even fair, more like light to medium skin tones, I believe. Clair does work for me, but I would say it's probably in between fair and light for IT Cosmetics if you are familiar with either of those shades. I do really like this. I used it for the first time in the video I'm going to post next. It is a everyday makeup routine, so if you want to see how this is in action, then just watch that video and you'll see. But I do really like this, especially for just kind of everyday or going to the gym and wanting to wear just something with a little bit of coverage. This is really nice. Next I picked up NARS Laguna. I've never actually bought this in a single. I've had it in a palette that I got I think holiday last year, and I loved the bronzer from it, but I really didn't love the packaging. I didn't love the blushes, but I really wanted to get NARS Laguna single. So this is what it looks like. I'm sure a lot of y'all are familiar with this. It's a very cult favorite, kind of a bronzer. Here's what a swatch of it looks like. It's just really nice. They have a darker one called Casino. I think it's darker is the difference. But I really like Laguna, and so if you've been looking for a good bronzer, Laguna's a good one. I also really recommend the BECCA, I think it's called like Shade, Bronze and Shade or Sculpt and Shade. I'll have it linked down below so you can see it, but those are my 2 top bronzers. So after watching Tati's September favorites, she recommended the PACIFIQUE Vanilla Extreme, I believe. I think I got the right one. I'm pretty sure this was one. I think she called it like Vanilla Apricot or something like that. But this is what came in after I ordered it. So I'll have to double check and make sure I got the right one. But I really like this perfume. It's a really pretty vanilla scent. It's not expensive. This is a 1 fluid ounce, and it's an eau de toilette, and it was only like $35. I would have gotten the rollerball, except for the rollerball was sold out and it was $22, so I felt like getting a full ounce for just about $10 more or I guess like more like $15 more. It wasn't that big of a deal. So I went ahead and got the full 1 ounce, and I really like it. It's a really nice warm vanilla scent for if you are going, like, you know, going into fall. It's just nice to have things that smell like you're baking cookies, and that's kind of how this smells. It smells like you've been in the kitchen baking cookies. Really like this, really like the price, and it's a really nice perfume if you've been looking for one. So I would suggest, unless you're a really hardcore vanilla lover, like me, where I could have just ordered it like I did and I liked it. If you are kind of more iffy about vanilla and sweet scents, I would definitely try to smell it in store or buy the rollerball first. But if you're a pretty hardcore vanilla lover, then you might just want to order it, and it's really good. All right, now I have 2 super fun things from Ulta. First up is the Urban Decay Naked Basics. I have a full review and tutorial on this, so I won't go into it too much. But this is what it looks like, and then this is what the shades look like. So if you want to see more about this, I will have that review video linked down below. And then the other super exciting thing from Ulta is the LORAC Pro 3 has launched. So I picked mine up. It released in stores this week. The one thing I already don't like about it is that it is white packaging. It's really pretty right now, but I know I'm messy and it's not gonna stay like this. So it's also messing up my white palettes when I'm trying to film this, but every time I hold it up, you'll see it gets darker. So this is what it looks like. I already am planning on doing a full swatch review tutorial, kind of a review on this. So if you are curious about that, make sure to subscribe so you'll be able to see when that launches. There may also be a giveaway whenever that goes up. So be sure to stay tuned for that review. I also picked up 2 lip products from Ulta. This is from the JULEP brand. I went to an Ulta that's about 20-30 minutes from me. It's not the one that's closest to me. And they actually had a JULEP little area. I've never seen JULEP in store before. And these were on sale for $12. I think they're normally either 24 or 20. But I picked up 2 shades. This one is in Pillow Talk, and it's one of my favorites. It's a really nice pink, but it's super wearable. I'm usually not a very big pink kind of a lip fan, but I really like this one. So that is Pillow Talk, and the packaging's so pretty. It's like this gunmetal. It's a very similar packaging to what the Smashbox ones are, except for this has more of like an hourglass applicator. But I actually really like the hourglass kind of shape. The little ball in the end makes it really easy to kind of go around your lips, but it doesn't make a mess. I don't know how this works, but it does work really well. And this is a more moussey formula. It's not one that's gonna really hardcore dry down and not transfer. It's pretty long wearing though, and it's much more comfortable than most formulas. So this one is the other one I got, and it's in the shade Ooh La La. And it's more of a kind of nudie brown. I really like these kind of shades. So that's this one. It's not quite as harsh as the one that I really like from Too Faced called Cool Girl. It's a little more wearable than that one. It's not quite as cool toned, but I really like this one. So again, that's Ooh La La. From MAC, I got 2 different lip products. This is the lip pencil in Edge to Edge, and it's actually pretty similar to those 2 Julep ones I got. It looks like if you mix the 2 Julep ones, that it would go. I like to wear it with this Pillow Talk shade a lot. So that is the MAC pencil in Edge to Edge. And then I also got a lipstick from MAC. This is in Strip Me Down, and it was part of a limited edition collection, but I believe it's still going. So if they still have this shade, I'll be sure to link it down below. It's very pretty. It's pretty similar to Strip Down the liner, which is what I bought it for, thinking if it was called Strip Me Down, it would be pretty similar to Strip Down. It's a nice kind of brownie nude color, very pretty for fall. I've worn it a lot, and I think it's really nice and flattering if you like browns. If you don't like browns, you're not going to think it's flattering on you, but if you're wanting to kind of get into the brown neutrals, I really like this shade, and again, I'll have it linked if it's still available. Well, that is everything that I have to say about these new items that I got. If you want to see a full in-depth review of any of these products, be sure to put it down in the comments. Like this video if you want to see more hauls from me, and be sure to subscribe to stay tuned for future videos. Thanks.